Misha, hi.
Huh? You're the guest from before.
Mm-hmm.
We meet again! And a new friend. Forgot to introduce myself. I'm the hotel's bellboy, Misha.
Hello, Misha. I'm
I
Welt.
know.
We met in a dream. Oh.
We met in a dream sounds very
might
weird though.
This be?
Tick-tock! Old friend and new friend! Let's high-five!
I forgot that thing sounds like Mickey Mouse on crack. I forgot about that. This thing is still young and hard.
Your memory zone meme?
Nope. Clocky is a good friend of mine. We all live here. How did you two get here?
Yeah, don't question it up.
This isn't supposed to be open to the public. I
Oh, baby,
wonder
are you
if
okay?
it has something to do with Sleepy.
Baby, are you
So,
okay?
this is your home?
Yep. After my work in the beautiful dream ends, I'll go back home. Commuting used to be more convenient, but
I mean, am I wrong, Zasha? Doesn't he sound like
Sleepy
that?
started ferrying people back and forth between the two dreamscapes.
This Sleepy. Can you describe what it looks like?
Sleepy is a memory zone meme. Looks fierce and has many eyes. But it's actually really well behaved. Gallagher's been taking care of it.
It's the fucking bird, isn't it? That bird, you guys gaslighted me in believing that bird belongs to Sunday.
Based on the description, that
I tell you,
meme
that bird is sus.
indisputably deaf. A nightmare for the family, but for the people who live here, well, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Death? Not in a dream, surely. Sleepy's just a little aggressive, and sometimes messes up by fetching the wrong guess. But it would never hurt anyone.
I see.
Uh-huh.
Has it brought back any guests recently, say, in the last day or two? We're currently investigating a missing person case that occurred within the beautiful dream.
I see. Then you'll have to speak with Gallagher. But he's currently busy hosting a visitor from the Oak family and specifically asked not to be disturbed. Mr. Yang, the person you're looking for, is it Miss Robin?
Just as I thought. Considering what happened with Miss Firefly, this doesn't come as a surprise.
If you're looking for Miss Robin, I can lead the way. She told me that she'd be willing to meet with outside guests.
If it's not too much trouble. Also, we're looking for our missing companions. A woman with red hair accompanied by a girl with pink hair. Have you seen them?
Oh, I haven't. But please, rest assured. Dreamflux Reef is a small place, and it's not as bustling as the beautiful dream. But its safety is unmatched. How about this? Since it's your first time here in Dreamflux Reef, I'll be your guide and help you find your companions. And then we can all go visit Miss Robin together.
Is that
She's
so?
gone to Mrs. Grace's to visit the children. She won't be leaving anytime soon, so there should be enough time.
All right then, we'll follow your plan.
Sure.
Well, we now know the answer to both murder
It could also be
cases
Robin,
that have
though.
caused such commotion in Penacony.
Could be
As
both
for
of
the
them.
intentions of the
Are we gonna
mastermind
meet
behind it all,
Aventurian in here again?
we're
Technically, he's
still
supposed to be
none the
here.
wiser.
Has to be Gallagher who's behind it all. A visitor from the Oak family is worth learning. Yeah.
Yes, and I believe their relationship with Gallagher may run deep. Why else would they be so clandestine about their discussion? Regardless, we have to find Gallagher.
Oh, he's in my character sheet stuff.
You
thingy.
mentioned before
I can bring
that
him out.
you
He's
saw
not built, though.
hockey that only you could see, right?
Yep, he's right here.
I can't shake off this strange feeling. Am I
Oh,
really still so young at heart? Forget it. It's not important.
He gets his
we'd
midlife
better just follow
crisis.
Misha.
it's okay. It's okay. Well, we're all being still young at heart. It's fine. Where do we go? Up here. Da, 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 da.
Everyone, look! From here, you can see the most spectacular view of Dreamflux Reef.
A black hole? No. An accretion disk formed from consolidated memoria? Was Dreamflux Reef built on such unstable memoria?
Oh, so Mr. Yang is also versed in memoria dynamics.
He's being a
I was
very,
just trying
very
to figure out
smart
how to
boy.
explain this huge hole to everyone. I bet you guys have a lot in common with Miss Caelynx.
Who's that? Wait, who's that?
Look, there she is.
Oh.
My calculations are finally done. In another 10 system hours, the above dream will swallow the dream below. My hypothesis was correct. This
That's
place
not
will
good,
cease to
is it?
exist as the dream devours everything.
Okay, that sounds
Where
awesome.
are you all, and why haven't you left yet? This place is about to disappear.
What are you doing here?
I'm Kami, a dreamscape surveyor specializing in memoria dynamics.
Okay.
And this is my life's work that I'm researching. See that
Okay.
huge gaping hole?
Nah.
It was just a narrow rift many years ago, but now it's grown into a giant hole. The surrounding memoria has been flowing towards the other end of the hole at a constant velocity, slowly but surely. But the scary part is, according to my calculations, the flow rate of memoria
Wait, it has the same thing
recently
as
changed, and it's faster than ever before.
Sunday and
It's
Robin.
almost as if something is sucking it in from the other side. By constantly improving upon Madame Rosalina's memoria measurement method, I've finally obtained accurate results.
And that's 10 hours from now.
After 10 system hours, the Dreamflux Reef will cease to exist.
That doesn't sound good.
Just like the melting of glaciers, everything will crumble and disintegrate. The dreams on that side of the void will fuse into one.
Okay.
Please don't worry. This sort of thing has happened many times before. Miss Kami isn't a bad person. She's just a bit lost in her own world. She'll probably realize she's wrong
That's
soon
one way
enough.
to say she's crazy.
You don't say. There was something else that piqued my interest. Who is Madame Rosalina?
Oh, do you know her too? Or are you also a fan of memoria dynamics?
We're
Huh?
very interested in Madame Rosalina's achievements. Could you tell us a little more about them?
Why, of course! She's an excellent scholar of memoria dynamics,
Okay.
and the first person to apply memoria rate measurement methodology on interstellar travelers.
That's for sure a thing.
Regrettably, due to the presence of the Garden of Recollection, ordinary people don't pay much attention to the nature of memoria. She departed this world without much fame, leaving only a few thin journals behind. I came to Penacony to learn more about my idol, and went to great lengths to seek out Dreamflux Reef, all because this is her final resting place. Prodigies always meet their demise prematurely. If only Madame Rosalina had more time, she would have discovered a way to reverse the flow of memoria. I felt it. The source is in the golden hour. There is a certain anomalous presence stirring the currents of the memory zone. I must uncover more concrete proof. I must convince everyone.
Good
Does
luck.
the name Madame Rosalina sound familiar to you?
No. It was one of the nameless mentioned by the It was?
That's right. It seems like she did
Of
a
course
great
I
deal
remember
of research
that.
and calculations in Dreamflux Reef before abruptly passing away.
Miss Katie regularly mentions her. I hear Madame Rosalina passed away during the prison war. She could see the Penacony of today. Its people building homes in the memory zone. I bet she'd be really happy.
Perhaps.
Our destination is the commercial district. That's where the largest crowds gather in Dreamflux.
I would have not
We
needed
might be able to
to
find the others.
explore on my own, would I? Oh look, it's March! March is a ghost?
Oh my. I'm human and so are you. Can you get a grip? Mr. Yang and Miss Trailblazer, I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, we're here.
Quickly, come help. I bumped into a member of the family on the way here. He was so scared and I just wanted to calm him down. But...
Let me go! Let me go! I've only done good in my life.
Oh my god.
Why can't I rest in peace after death?
well...
So they
this
do
is how
think
it
they're
turned
dead.
out.
Now you shall pay respect to March 7th, Ghost of Dreamflux Reef.
Me? A ghost? Don't make me hit you. He
How
thinks
dare
he's
you?
dead. Although, when I first fell in, I also thought the same.
Dear guest, this is not the afterlife. This is Dreamflux Reef.
That's right. Did you hear that? Repeat after me. Dreamflux Reef.
You're talking to someone invisible. If I'm not dead, what am I?
Alive! Duh! There are two options, being dead and being alive.
Sleeping in my dream. Curiosity kills the Papeshi.
What's wrong with sleeping in a dream?
Stop asking. You'll alert the monsters. All the dead are right here. All of them.
You're not talking about the memory zone meme, are you?
Don't say that name. It's all your fault. They're
Mine?
coming.
Oh, we're fighting. This one. Or whatever. There we go.
Oh, Grace. The fight is set. Break.
I need a bit more diversity in my team.
World
Dodon Hong
cleansing
is just
dragon.
like killing anything anyways.
Spin
But,
freely. Receive divinity. Savor it for me.
I know this is not the best
Rise.
setup for Blade, guys. It's okay.
He passed out. His intense negative emotions attracted the nearby memory zone memes.
I see. But why aren't the other people around here scared?
Unlike in the Sweet Dream, people
Hi,
here don't see
Nick. How
memory
you
zone memes
doing?
as dangerous monsters. And even if they pose a threat, people can easily escape by forcing a wake-up call. But we can't just leave this man here. Can we take him somewhere safe?
We can ask Jessie for help. I've gotten to know many locals while waiting for you guys.
Of course you have, March. Of course you
Everyone
have.
here is living a self-sufficient life. I don't know how to describe it, but this place feels like the real dreamscape.
Oh, you think so? Oh, that was the wrong person.
Hero's root.
I want to talk to Jassy.
Evening, Jessie. Is it evening?
Does it matter?
Welcome, Miss March. Who might these be?
These two are my friends. As for the man lying on the ground, he's a scaredy cat who fainted from fright.
Can you just take care of that guy, please?
I see. Another poor guy who accidentally ended up here. I'll take care of him. There have been a lot of new faces lately. Things must be tough in the beautiful dream. The few remaining havens of freedom in Asdana will soon face trouble.
Do such things often happen here?
Not really, but they're becoming more frequent now. Guess it's one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse. This man has had quite the shock. Could you help me find a Halovian lady, March? Her songs can heal
who?
mental wounds.
Oh.
A Halovian lady?
Is she next to the bird
That
singing?
must be Robin. She's also here in Dreamflux Reef.
Or Robin?
Huh? Robin? But I thought she... Oh,
Yeah, she
right.
died.
If Firefly is here safe and sound, then it means Robin must be okay too.
Misha is about to take us to her to find out what happened. But before that, let's meet up with Himiko. You were with her earlier, right?
We met some stowaways in the residential area. Most of them came from neighboring star systems. I heard that places like Dreamflux Reef are scattered throughout the memory zone of Asdana. like islands in the ocean. They existed before the family arrived. I also heard that when Dreamflux Reef took shape, it was the center of all dreamscapes in Penacony.
If that's true, it's no wonder there are so many similarities between this place and the Sweet Dream.
Himeko must be gathering information. Let's hurry up and get going.
Yeah, let's go and find Himeko. Because she is kind of the brain of this whole shenanigans gang here. It's definitely not me and it's definitely not March. Over there.
This is where we split up.
There she is.
So that's how it is. I never imagined we'd gather the remaining details here.
To borrow Gallagher's catchphrase, what an unpredictable twist of fate.
So do they also know
Himeko,
Gallagher?
here they are.
Do they know what Gallagher
Perfect timing.
is?
Now that everyone's here, I'd like to introduce everyone to Micah, who's partly in charge of the Land of the Exiles. Micah, these are my companions.
It's a pleasure
Wait.
to meet the Nameless.
Wasn't Micah
You know us?
the
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in Penacony.
watchmaker?
We would have met under more
Wasn't that the name?
appropriate circumstances.
I mean, I think
if
Misha is the
Dreamflux Reef
watchmaker,
hadn't
but
been isolated
I'm
from
so-
the 12 dreamscapes. Please, allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Micah, the Gravekeeper of Dreamflux Reef.
Gravekeeper.
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberating. Everyone here mostly keeps to themselves, without meddling in others' affairs. My daily task involves cleaning a few tombstones.
Kika? Hell
You're too
no.
modest, Micah. When lost dream chasers
That's a
stumble
name I
upon
have
this
never
place,
read
you're
before.
the one who takes care of them, guiding them back to the sweet dream, or showing them
Listen,
how to survive
Misha,
the wild
Mika,
dream chaos.
Mikael are technically just the
So,
same name,
Guardian.
but
of
differently
sorts.
spelled. Honkai, what are you doing?
Were you talking to me, Mr. Yang?
How am I supposed to have these like separated?
On that note, Mr. Mika, which tombstones are you referring to? We didn't come across any graveyard when we arrived.
Honkai
They're
was just
actually
like,
just
how many
symbolic stones.
different
But
ways
since you're
can I
curious,
spell
Mr.
the
Yang,
word, the
I'll
name
take you there.
Mikael?
I have a feeling you might
Let's
find
start with
some
Russia.
interest there. But before that, you have an important guest joining you.
An important guest. Who could it be?
Tell me it's Sunday.
This way, please. The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are
Tell
a
me
bit
it's
run
Sunday,
down, so watch your
please.
step.
I wanna see my boy alive. Weren't we on the lookout for... I saw something here. On the lookout for someone to save that little guy. I think we're just ignoring that guy now, don't we? Oh, it's Robin. I swear if Sunday isn't here,
There
I'm
she
gonna be
is.
mad.
Everyone's saying
Have
so
a look up
wonderfully.
Elden Ring names?
It's
Do they
not
also
often
have
that
like
I tried
50
this
versions of the
music
same
style,
name
and
technically?
I've gained some valuable insights from it.
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Robin. Well, these kids have made incredible progress in only a few days.
Who knows, maybe
nothing,
yesterday
Jace.
was Wednesday, who
I really
knows?
taught them how to sing. It was you who brought hope into their lives. Life must be quite difficult for them in reality, I imagine.
That's right.
But you know,
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids, they're reluctant to leave. But I've explored every corner of Dreamflux Reef, talked to everyone I met, and they all told me the same thing. This shattered dream is not worth clinging to.
you know, she's actually an asshole. She made her brother believe she died brutally for like weeks. When she, like, I don't know if they can just like switch around when they were like here once, if they can just switch around with like the dreamscape and this OG dreamscape. But like she could have told Misha because apparently they know each other. And then Misha could have told Sunday, hey, my dude, chill out. Your sister, she's okay. She's gonna come back. Let her work out her little thing. You know? No, instead, she just let Sunday believe that she's dead. And he just kind of got like bonkers through that. So she's an asshole.
It seems you truly are a child of the Harmony. Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to work at a nutrition center in the outer ring of Penacony. And as for Gary, he's been living with autism since he was a child. They're not old enough to enter the sweet dream managed by the family. If we compare people to birds, these kids are like fledglings with impaired wings. But in this dream, well, they can fly freely. Even if they stumble along the way, well, they're still relying on their own strength. And me, an old lady with no legs. Well, without this dream, I couldn't even walk toward them.
I'm glad that you found a new life here in Penacony.
Yeah, that's what I said. Misha could tell Sunday.
Don't worry,
That's exactly
Robin.
what I'm saying.
Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. Both the children and I understand this. No matter how long we fly through this dream, we will one day return to reality. But you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore. No, and Carol is learning how to cope with her blindness. And Andy is
Heck,
livelier
Andre.
than ever. Well, even I've become more
Welcome,
optimistic.
welcome.
You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once we return to reality, we learn how to survive.
And should our feathers be damaged, then we share our wings with one another.
That is not
There's
how
no need
wings
to
work.
keep it in an illusory sky in dreams.
That is not
We
how
have the
wings
right
work.
and the ability to fly towards a broader horizon.
It's a relief to see you safe and sound, Miss Robin.
It's nice to see you all again, Astral Express crew.
Wait, she doesn't know
I
us
heard my
though.
disappearance caused quite the commotion.
Oh,
out
you
there.
heard about it
I'm
even!
really sorry about that.
You could have fucking told your brother,
Here,
seriously.
Can we assume that you're fully aware of the situation in Penacony?
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change, until it gradually faded away. At first, I thought it was a temporary ailment, perhaps due to having been away too long. I thought maybe it just takes some time for my body to acclimate to the high concentration of Memoria and Asdana. But now it seems the root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that don't align with the harmony. Losing my voice is just one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse.
The Sweet Dreams collapse. That memo keeper mentioned the same thing. So it's real.
While I was away from Penacony, the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. But whenever I mentioned the anomalies in my dreams, all the family heads refused to talk about it. Only my brother was willing to respond. Later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony. So, following the clues in the Oak family's dossiers, I found my way here. The land of the exiles, concealed by the family under the guise of death. A dream within a dream, where Penacony's past is buried.
Hearing you speak, it sounds as if your voice has made somewhat of a recovery.
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place resonates more broadly than within the Sweet Dream. It's regrettable, but the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor, or traitors, abandoned their original principles and, using the name of harmony, exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivities, trapping everyone in the illusion of the Sweet Dream. This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak.
So, just normal
A world
behavior.
without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony. And naturally, those voices blessed by them have lost the ability to sing.
Could there be another force influencing the family's shift in philosophy, Miss Robin? Considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity within the realm of the Harmony capable of influencing everyone. Unless a power surpassing that of an emanator is involved.
I'd heard about what happened to the Xianzhou Alliance. But as far as I'm aware, the family hasn't faced any such external interventions. Who knows? Perhaps I've just been away too long and missed something. Regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the Harmony represents, while still claiming to uphold it. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family, and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. Do you remember our arrangement, Mr. Micah? Well, here's my answer.
I would bet that we entity
I decided
did
to
it.
forgo my role and never step foot on the Charmony Festival stage again.
Okay, cool.
Look
Can
here,
we
brother.
meet Sunday, please?
Little bird.
I want to see.
Looks like a fledgling
I mean, thank you.
Charmony dove.
But I meant in this time
But
zone
Charmony
now.
doves don't live here. So how did this little bird get here? Maybe its parents abandoned it?
It looks weak and frail. Why don't we find something soft and make a nest for it?
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling. Let's take it with us. We can put it on the wooden shelf in front of your window.
Okay. A bird like that must have a beautiful singing voice. But where will it live?
I'll ask the family head to build a cage for it.
A cage? But then it won't have the freedom to fly, right?
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? To the point that they've forgotten how to enjoy their...
But that kind voice doesn't sound that kind, if we're being honest.
Oh, poor little thing. Doesn't look like it's doing well. Do you want to rescue it?
I do. But I don't want to lock it up in a cage.
Why?
Because it's needed its freedom. It's a
Even
bird.
if it's small and not fully feathered and can't sing, it didn't come into this world just to be locked up in a cage. Birds, they should be flying free in the sky.
That's quite the romantic idea. And what about you, a young scholar? Do you agree with your sister?
I think she's right. But if we leave it out in the wild, it won't survive for more than a few days at best.
Ah, I see. It seems our little scholar is still a bit unsure. Well, let me tell you youngsters a story. As you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. When they fly really high, the friction caused by the flapping of their feathers against the atmosphere creates amazing lights, so that they look like shooting
But
stars.
a bird can do that?
We've seen this spectacle so many times that we think it's just something they can naturally do. But that's not the truth. Their radiant display is the result of countless struggles against nature over generations. Their ancestors were too weak to survive on the ground, so to escape predators, they started seeking new opportunities in the air. After countless attempts by many generations, one of them finally figured out how to fly. It soared into the sky and never looked back at the ground again.
So, you mean
Birds aren't born to fly. But they find a way to do it through their determination? Right?
Well, that's an idealistic way of putting it. So, what are your thoughts, Sunday?
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because they've never seen those birds crashing to their death.
That's an interesting perspective. So, have you decided what to do with the bird now?
For now, I'll keep it in a cage until it can take care of itself because I want it to live, no matter what.
Well said, kids. It seems each of you has found your own answer. Your insights are truly remarkable. And I hope they come true in their own way.
We will take good care of it. Won't we, brother?
Yeah, but Mr. Gopherwood, there's one thing I don't quite understand.
The name is supposed to tell me something,
What
isn't it?
might that be, my son?
Gopher tells me something.
What if this little Charmony dove never learns to fly in the end? I mean, if there are fledglings in this world that can never fly throughout their lives, should we let them go back to the sky, only to see them crash to the ground and die?